Hello, everybody. It is day 5 of Logo Week, and today is also Halloween. Even though technically I'm not filming this video on Halloween. So today I'm going to be doing the horror movie tag, the sequel. So, yeah, let's get into this now, shall we? Number 1. Which horror film creeped you out the most? I'd probably have to say Paranormal Activity. I don't even think that you would even consider that a horror film. But that movie is the only movie that really freaked me out the most. I mean, I know the Final Destination franchise, those films freaked me out for about a week. Because I like to confine myself to my house because I'm scared that I'm going to die. But the Paranormal Activity, the first one, I haven't seen any of the other ones because the first one messed me up so bad. And then too, the other ones I heard suck so many balls that gay men are jealous of you. Number 2. Name some of your favorite horror moments. Oh, I know. Let's see. Here's one. Now, it's this one death scene from the movie Leprechaun 3, I believe. And if you haven't seen the Leprechaun franchise, oh my god, they are hilarious. The death scenes are hilarious, and like the Leprechaun, he is rhyming while he is killing you, and it is just hilarious. But my favorite death scene is when in the third one, where the lady wishes she's sexy, and then he comes back and he like starts to like make like her boobs, her ass, and her lips start to like inflate, and then she just explodes. Like, I was laughing hysterically at that. Other favorite death scene of mine would have to be from Aliens, the second Alien film. Right at the end, right near the end of the film, where Bishop the android, where when he gets killed, well, I say when he gets killed, the queen xenomorph, she like shoves her tail through his torso, and then one of her arms grabs his arm, and then her other arm grabs his leg, and she just rips him in half. I loved that death scene so much. Like, it was just so cool. It was different. I have never seen a death scene like that before, and I really, really, really loved it. Number 3. Quote a few of your favorite horror movie quotes. Oh lord. I don't watch horror films enough to quote them. Oh wait, I can quote one because it's actually in a song that I really, really love. And it's a quote from Alien Resurrection, where the Ripley that they had created to be like half human, half xenomorph, she's talking to a guy that they had found, and it turns out that he's impregnated with one of the xenomorph embryos, and he's starting to freak out, and then Ripley, she says,
"There's a monster in your chest. It's really nasty. And in a few hours, it's gonna burst its way through your rib cage. And you're gonna die."
for one night you could be a horror movie villain, who would you like to be? I'd probably have to say Predator. Just simply because the Predators are extremely high. They have high tech equipment. They have swords. They have extremely powerful guns. And they have dreads. So, I mean, even though I love the Alien franchise and I probably wouldn't mind being a xenomorph, I think like would being Predator, I think I'd have a lot more fun. Because I could be invisible and then I can kill people and they won't even know that I'm there. Which horror villain do you think is the worst? And which horror movies just didn't cut it? Let's see, the worst horror villain that I can really think of. Like I said in the other horror movie tag, I'd have to say zombies. I'd have to say zombies. And just simply because like it's just I just don't see what is so amazing about them. And the second part, and which horror movies just didn't cut it. They are going to be Final Destination 4, any like zombie film. I can watch some zombie films, but some of them I just can't. I was able to like watch. I really got into The Last of Us just simply because it wasn't your stereotypical zombie franchise film thing. But but definitely like horror films that didn't cut it for me are going to be Final Destination 4. Piranha 3D was just a disgrace amongst all humanity. Number 6, slow walking, stalking horror villains or high speed chasing villains. I'd have to say high speed chasing villains just simply because I with like the stalkers I like from what I've noticed, like the death scenes with them tend to be a lot simple in a way. Whereas with high speed chasing villains, a lot of them tend to be quite intense and to be quite brutal at times. Um, like for instance, in the movie Prowl, like these like mutant monster creature people things or like flying around off walls and tackling people and like just ripping like them apart and whatnot, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Number 7, what's your favorite genre within the genre? um hmm. I really don't know. Number 8, scary house, spooky cemetery, or demented fairground. What's your favorite horror movie location? Not spooky cemetery. Not entirely sure what demented fairground is. Is that like where like the whole entire town is like messed up? But I'd have to say scary house. So those 3. Number 9. Do you read horror books? And if so, who do you love to read? I actually really struggle with reading because mainly novels, really like actual literal novels. I really struggle with reading them because I usually get like halfway through the book and then I just stop reading it. Because that's what happened to me when I was reading one of my only horror novels, and that is Sleepwalk by John Saul. It is a really good book, but I just stopped reading it. But I do have manga that I have read that are like that are amazing, like horror manga. They are going to be Hell Girl. Let's see, Hell Girl, Igarashi no Nakogoro ni. Number 10. Which horror films did you love till you got to the end and then felt let down? Um, God, that's a lot of films right there. Mama. And I know some people might not consider Mama to be a horror film, but that movie, like, it really let me down at the end. Like, I seriously wanted to break down in tears because of just how sad that movie made me feel. And right now, I'm feeling those emotions that I felt then when I watched it and coming back to me. Because that movie was just so, so sad. Number 11. What was the first horror movie you ever saw and how old were you? God, this is difficult. It was either the first Tremors film or it was The Langoliers. And I saw both of those when I was about 3 or 4 years old. And I can't exactly remember because it was so long ago. But I know it was one of those two. Because those were like favorite films of mine when I was a little kid. Well, The Langoliers I remember seeing. And and I know countless times of me watching the Tremor films. I mean, we've never seen Tremors. It's about these like giant worms that pretty much take over a town in Texas. And as the franchise continues, these worms are mutating and changing and start to grow legs and shrink up and be like chickens, and then they learn how to fly. And yeah. 12. What horror movie are you in the mood for right now? I don't know why, but I have been really wanting to watch The Wolfman lately, but I just haven't gotten the energy to watch it. So, yeah. Name name your 13 favorite horror movies. Ugh. God, this is gonna be hard. But because I've seen so many. Let's see. My Super Psycho Sweet 16. Wolfman. Alien Resurrection. Aliens. Um, Predators. Um, Final Destination. I like the first one the most. Tremors. Mama. Uh, Good lord, I got the 8 in the last one and got stumped. No, I got the 9. Um, I Still Know What You Did last summer. I really, really loved that one for some reason. Um, Night of the Demons. That movie is like a cheesy horror film. It's very, very cheesy, but it's really good, but at the same time, it's just really, really bad. But I found it hilarious. Like it was more so like one of those goofy horror films. But yeah. Oh, what was that movie called? Um I think it was like um Infestation, I think it was on it's called. I can't remember. It's about like this whole entire town, like um everyone just like something happens and like everyone blacks out, and then one guy, he wakes up and he's in like a cocoon. He crawls out and then he starts like helping people out at his job, like get out of these cocoons. And there are like these giant bugs just flying around and they're like killing people, like picking them off one by one. I can't remember what it's called. And then um the people start mutating and start turning into like bugs, like bug human hybrid creature things. And it's a weird movie, but it was really, really good. I really liked it. I can't remember what it's called though. I want to say that it's Infestation, but I'm not entirely sure. Um, let's see, that's 11. I don't know if you would consider Starship Troopers as a horror film or not, but I really, really liked it though. And and if you consider Repo the Genetic Opera a horror film, and there you go. So yeah, that's it for this, for the horror movie tag, the sequel. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a pleasant Halloween. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And sadly, tomorrow and Saturday aren't going to be Halloween related videos, so yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe. All my links are down in the description box below. And I'll see you guys here tomorrow. And until then, goodbye.